This story has more drama than a Thanksgiving dinner with divorced parents, burnt turkey, and hidden family secrets exploding everywhere. I, 26, just inherited $2.3 million from my grandfather, and my entire family is acting like I stole the crown jewels. But let me tell you exactly why they have zero right to be mad. Growing up, I was always the weird one, the difficult one, the why can't you be normal like your cousins kid. My parents had me stupid young. Mom was 17, Dad was 19. They were basically children trying to raise a child, and honestly, they weren't ready, not even close. By the time I was 10, my mom had divorced my dad and remarried my stepdad, who came with the vibe of a man who gets mad at traffic cones and children breathing too loudly. They popped out 3 more kids, my half-siblings, who apparently were the real family now. My stepdad never liked me, like, ever. I wasn't his real son, so he treated me like the distant cousin who only shows up for dessert. And my mom, every time he and I had a problem, she'd side with him so fast she left skid marks. Then, when I was 14, I came out as gay, and that was the beginning of the end. My stepdad called me disgusting, told me I was going to hell, said I was a bad influence on his kids. My mom, who used to braid my hair and pack me little notes in my lunchbox, didn't defend me, not once. She just said I was going through a phase and needed to pray harder. The only person who was ever on my side was my grandfather, my dad's father, Grandpa Joe. He was my safe place, my hero, my calm in the middle of the tornado I called home. When things got really bad, I'd sneak away to his house. He'd make me pancakes, the good kind with crispy edges, and tell me stories about coming to America with $12 and a toolbox. 2 months after I came out, my stepdad gave my mom an ultimatum. It's him or me. Guess who she chose? Spoiler, not the child she gave birth to. When I was 16, she sat me down with the fakest sad face you can imagine and said, "We think it's best if you go live with your grandfather for a while." A while. It's been 10 years. They never asked me to come back. Grandpa Joe took me in without hesitation. He bought me clothes, fed me, paid for therapy. He helped me finish high school. He worked extra hours in his repair shop just to help me cover community college. When I graduated, he was the only family member in the crowd. He cried harder than I did. When I transferred to university, I told him I could take loans. He refused. He said, "You're the first person in our family going to a real college. I'm not letting you drown in debt." And he meant it. 3 years ago, he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. I moved back home to take care of him. I did everything: feeding, bathing, driving to chemo, holding his hand during those nights when the pain was so bad he couldn't speak. I was with him even when he told me, "Hey kiddo, it's okay to rest. I'm proud of you." My family, they visited twice in 3 years. My mom would occasionally call asking if I needed anything, but she never showed up. My siblings, who are now 14, 12, and 11, practically strangers. 6 weeks ago, Grandpa Joe passed away. I held his hand as he went. He told me he loved me. I still break down thinking about it. At the funeral, my mom hugged me and whispered, "We're family. We'll get through this together." I thought maybe, finally, we might reconnect. Boy, was I wrong. Last Monday, Grandpa's lawyer called me in for the will reading. When I arrived, the entire cast of Family That Abandoned Me was already waiting. My mom, stepdad, siblings, even my biological dad, the man who vanished when I was 8. The lawyer started reading. Grandpa Joe left me everything. The house, $800K. His savings, $400K. His business, $500K. Life insurance, $600K. Investments, the rest. Total around $2.3 million. He left my dad $50K with a note, "You disappeared on your son. This is more than you deserve." To my mom, $0 with a note saying, "You abandoned my grandson when he needed you most." The room went dead silent. Then my stepdad went nuclear. Accused me of manipulating a dying old man, said the will was a scam, called me a greedy slur I'm not even gonna repeat. My mom started crying like she was auditioning for a soap opera. "It's unfair," she said. "We're family, you should share." My biological dad, who hasn't paid child support, hasn't called, hasn't even liked a single Facebook post, had the audacity to say, "Come on, son, help your old man get back on his feet." I stood up and said, "Where were any of you when I needed family? Where were you when I was homeless at 16? Where were you during Grandpa's chemo? Where were you the night he died at 3 a.m. while I was stuck in traffic?" My mom hit me with the classic, "We're your family, blood is thicker than water." I said, the full quote is, "The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb." It means chosen family is stronger than biological. Grandpa chose me. You didn't. And I walked out. Since then, my phone has been blowing up like it owes the mafia money. Mom sent a 47-text paragraph about how I'm breaking the family. Stepdad threatened to sue me for elder abuse. Dad messaged me on Facebook like we're buddies. My mom's sister, who I barely know, called me selfish. My siblings emailed me asking for college money because it's only fair. But here's the thing. Grandpa planned all of this. He was mentally sound. He left me a handwritten letter saying, "You earned this. Don't let them bully you. Live your life. Make me proud." I bawled reading it. Now, I do feel a bit guilty. My youngest sibling is 11. It's not his fault his parents suck. Part of me wonders if I should set up college funds. My therapist says I owe them nothing. My best friend thinks I should throw my mom $100K to keep the peace. But honestly, why reward people who tossed me aside like trash? Here's what I am doing. Paying off my student loans, putting a down payment on a house, donating $200K to LGBTQ plus youth orgs in Grandpa Joe's honor. The rest, investing for my future.